Welcome back, everyone, to Halloween Haunts, 365.com, the podcast. I'm Jared.
Hi, I'm Terry.
Very good. A little louder. Here, I'm going to throw this mic up your ass. My God. See, I get into the red. Where's your voice at?
I don't have one. I'm a demon.
Yeah, apparently you've been possessed by Annabelle. And that's funny, because today we're reviewing Annabelle Comes Home. Pretty cool. Look at that excellent artwork right there.
That's nice.
Yeah, it came out good, huh? Nice crisp corners. Someone's getting the hang of this shit. Well, we only got one video for you this week. If we have more haunt videos pop up by the time this post, which is, I believe, March 18th. We'll see. I know we got some halfway to Halloween haunts coming up. Let's listen to Jimmy J.
Friday the 13th weekend, May 13th and 14th, it is all going down right here on the grounds of the Blairstown Diner. Lauren Marie Taylor, Ron Milkey, Ron Sloan, Debbie Voorhees, Tracy Savage. I mean, we have a lineup of guests coming out for the weekend. And not only are we celebrating Friday the 13th, but we are celebrating 13 Fanboy. And with that being said, we have the lead actress, Haley Greenbauer herself, making her way to Blairstown. This is history in the making, folks. Get your tickets now. F13 Minicon.eventbrite.com. That is F13 Minicon.eventbrite.com. Jason's here early. Folks, like I said, it's going to be a killer weekend in Blairstown, going down at the iconic Blairstown Diner. Be a part of the history in the making. We'll see you there.
Alright, Friday the 13th Minicon. It's a very small, very cool convention. A couple of cool guests from the Friday the 13th history. Buy your tickets now at F13Minicon.eventbrite.com.
It looks like fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
They have a lot of characters there.
They do. We'll see. That's all the videos we have right now. If we get any more, it'll be right now. Alright, so let's move on, huh? Annabelle Comes Home. I like this movie.
I liked it. It
was a fun movie.
It was really fun.
It was a great movie. Got some schmucks on my arm. Alright, let's get into this. Annabelle Comes Home. Released June 20th, 2019. A budget of $30 million at the box office. Came home with $231.3 million.
That's a lot of money.
Yep.
Every one of them.
Yep. The Conjuring's killing it. We have 5.9 out of 10 on IMDb, 65% Rotten Tomatoes, and 53% Metacritic. I don't agree with those. I think it was a lot better than that.
I do agree. Well, I agree with you.
Okay.
It was a lot better.
For cast, the MVP, the show stealer, and she also stole the show for Ghostbusters. McKenna Grace as Judy Warren.
Yeah, she was good.
She was fantastic. What a job. What a job. We have Madison Eisman as Mary Ellen. Katie Sarife as Daniel Rios. Vera Farmiga as Lorraine Warren. Patrick Wilson as Ed Warren. Michael Cimino as Bob Palmieri. Samara Lee as Annabelle B. Mullins. Steve Coultier as Father Gordon. Paul Dean as Mr. Palmieri. Luca Lujan as Anthony Rios. Anthony Weymouth as Mr. Rios. Allison White as Miss Fraley. Alright. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool cast.
They did an awesome job.
They did. Alright, so now we're going to get into the plot here before we head into the scoring, and we got a new video for the scoring.
Yes, you do.
So excited. Oh, we got a new Terry jump scares. It's not your horrible...
I hated that picture.
It was funny, though.
It was funny. but it was an old Halloween picture.
Yep. All right. Demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren confiscate the Annabelle doll from nurses Debbie and Camilla, who claim that the doll often performed violent activities in their apartment. During the drive back home, the doll summons spirits to attack Ed, but he narrowly survives. Annabelle is locked in a sacred glass case in the couple's artifact room that is blessed by Father Gordon to ensure the evil is contained. Sometime later, the Warrens welcome Mary Ellen, who will be in charge of babysitting their daughter, Judy, at the house while they travel overnight to investigate another case. At school, Judy notices the spirit of a priest that begins following her. Mary Ellen's friend Daniela arrives uninvited to the Warrens' home, who is secretly curious about speaking to the dead. She sneaks into the artifact room and starts examining every item, ultimately trying to contact her late father. She abruptly leaves Annabelle's glass case unlocked, and the terror begins shortly after with the spirit of Annabelle B. Millins unleashed. That night, Annabelle begins releasing other spirits, such as the ferryman, the bride, a feely mealy board, and the black shuck. Mary Ellen's crush, Bob, who's got balls, Palmieri, arrives outside the house and serenades her, but is later attacked by the black shuck and hides in the Warrens' backyard, in the chicken coop. Mary Ellen is tormented by the ferryman, while Judy is confronted by Annabelle in her bedroom. Daniela had left earlier, but sneaks back into the house to return the artifact's room's keys. She gets locked inside the room and tormented by various objects such as a piano and an old television that could predict the near future. She finds the mourner's bracelet and sees her father twisted into a malevolent spirit. A bloody and screaming Daniela appears on the television screen after having answering a cursed telephone. The real Daniela later unwittingly reaches to answer the telephone, but is interrupted just in time by Judy and Mary Ellen. Judy explains that they must lock Annabelle in her case again so that the spirits will rest. Bob protects Judy from the black shuck as she retrieves Mary Ellen's asthma inhaler, while Daniela is attacked and possessed by the bride. Eventually, Mary Ellen and Judy find the doll when the priest's spirit, acting as Judy's guardian, guides them to the ferryman. They manage to retrieve the glass case's key after they are attacked by demonic hands from the Feely Mealy board game, and they possess Daniela, but struggle to secure the case of the demon of the doll physically attacks them. Daniela recovers when Judy plays Ed's recorded footage of the bride's exorcism, and he helps put the doll back in the case. After the case is locked, the disturbances cease as the spirits return to their slumber, and Bob reunites with the trio. Ed and Lorraine return the next morning, and the girls approach them to recount the eventful night. Later, many friends gather to celebrate Judy's birthday party. Daniela apologizes to Lorraine, who gives her a comforting message about her father. Really good movie.
It was really good.
It doesn't really sum it all up in this. But let's get to our scoring, shall we? I'll read the scores off afterwards for our podcast fans who won't be able to hear it. Let's do it. So, for all the guys out here, cast 5 blood splats. Fear 4 blood splats. Special effects 4 blood splats. Score 4 blood splats. The plot 5 blood splats, giving it an overall of 4 blood splats. Now, our next article up for bid. Terry's Jump Scares. Let's go. Isn't that better?
Yeah, that is better.
All right. Then
It is better.
Stop All right, so for our podcast fans out there that can't watch, Terry jumped a total of 5 times throughout this movie. And actually, I think it was more, but I only go up to 5. It's much improved. I think she liked it better than the other one.
I did. I liked it a lot.
All right, very good. All right, so let's get into production. Development. In early 2018, Warner Brothers announced that a then untitled film in the Conjuring Universe franchise would be released on July 3rd, 2019. Later that month, it was announced that the film would be another installment in the Annabelle series, with Gary Dauberman signed on to write and direct the film in his directorial debut. Based on a story treatment written by Dauerbaum and James Wan, Wan and Peter Safran co-produced the project. During the 2018 San Diego Comic-Con, Wan and Safran revealed the film's events would take place after Annabelle and would focus on the doll after she had been placed in a case in the Warrens Museum. Dauberman later confirmed this, stating that the film would take place shortly after the beginning of The Conjuring, where the titular character is introduced, but also before many of the events of the first installment. In late September 2018, McKenna Grace was cast in the film as Judy Warren.
She was really good.
The Warrens' 10-year-old daughter, replacing Sterling Jurens, who played Judy Warren in The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2, and Madison Eisman as one of Judy's teenage babysitters. By October, Katie Sarif had joined the cast that same month. It was announced Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga would reprise their roles as Ed and Lorraine Warren. Filming. Principal photography commenced by mid-October in Los Angeles, with Michael Burgess serving as cinematographer. On December 7th, Wilson announced that he had finished filming his scenes. A week later, filming originally wrapped. In February 2019, Joseph Bishara, who composed the scores for The Conjuring, Annabelle, The Conjuring 2, and The Curse of La Llorona, was revealed to be scoring Annabelle Comes Home on March 30th, 2019. Kirk M. Murray was announced as the film's editor. Release. Annabelle Comes Home was theatrically released in the United States on June 26, 2019 by Warner Brothers Pictures and New Line Cinema, the house that Freddie built. It is.
I know.
It was originally scheduled for release on July 3rd, 2019, but was later moved up to June 28th and then June 26th. The studio spent a total of $77 million promoting the film. The film is dedicated to Lorraine Warren, who died on April 18th, 2019. Annabelle Comes Home was released on digital HD on September 17th, 2019, and on Blu-ray and DVD on October 8th.
Is Ed still alive?
No, he died
He died way before.
Yeah. Alright, so favorite scenes. I got the people with coins in their eyes from the ferryman all over the house. That was horrifying.
That was pretty cool, though.
It was, because you had the coins in the eyes, and then when they disappeared, you would hit the ground.
Right.
And then she's standing there, and she hears like 1,000 coins hitting the ground. Shit.
I like the part where Annabelle was in bed with Judy.
Yeah, that was horrifying. The phone call with the fake Miss Warren.
Yes.
Where she's like, "Oh, she just wants a soul, honey."
Yeah.
That was so cool. Possession of the friend. The curious friend, the black character, Daniela. Where the bride...
Yep.
That was a cool scene. Haunt scenes. This, as you guys know, we like to add our 2 cents into how this can translate into a haunt. We have clocks winding backwards. It's creepy little touch.
That was creepy.
Creepy little touch. Could be easy to do. A demonologist room.
That's not a bad idea.
Haunted artifacts and a little walkthrough. If you're out of ideas, just put demonologist on the door and put random trinkets in there.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And have a guy yelling, "Don't touch anything."
Yes.
Yeah. And a possession scene using 2 dummies and a water pump.
Yeah.
You shoot the water through it and it'll recycle through the bummies.
Yeah.
I think it can be done. Make it red, of course, or black, or whatever demon you
exactly.
want.
Yep.
All right, let's get into fun facts. Wow, we're only 15 in.
This was quick.
It was quick. All right, fun facts. The movie is dedicated to Lorraine Warren. The real Annabelle is at the Warrens Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut. Kept in a glass case with warning signs. Unlike the doll in the film, it is a Raggedy Ann doll. How many times are you going to report that?
So let me ask you this. Do they have that museum in Connecticut?
Uh-huh.
Is it where people can still go in it,
Not
even
right
though
now.
well, because of COVID, probably.
We'll get into that after.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't quite have the facts on that, so I don't want to put it on tape. But I kind of have an idea what's going on.
I would like to see it if it ever comes available to tour it, but I would never touch anything in there.
Nah, you can't touch anything.
Nothing.
Why are my monitors tilted? That's so weird.
Okay, back to we
nothing
got off
straight
track.
in this house, so I don't know. I give up. James Wan stated that the movie would pick up directly after Ed and Lorraine Warren took the Annabelle home. Therefore, the movie takes place in the Warren house along with all the other artifacts. The ferryman is based off of the Greek mythology deity of the same name, that ferries souls across the river Styx to the underworld, told with specific gold coins. The coins are prominently featured as the artifact in the Warren's house that summons the ferryman entity. The samurai armor that features in the Warren Occult Museum is based off Japanese mythology's demonic warrior, the Oni, marking, along with the ferryman, the second cultural mythology entity appearing. The character of Anthony Rios was created as a proxy for Judy's real-life husband, Tony Spera. While she and Spera didn't actually meet until adulthood, Gary Dauberman asked their permission to create the childhood bully character to potentially serve as a romantic interest for Judy if the series continues to follow her character as she grows up. Huh.
Interesting.
Like in The Conjuring 2, Patrick Wilson does his own singing. He's an accomplished singer and music star. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
McKenna Grace replaces Sterling Juris as Judy Warning. Jerns played Judy in the first 2 Conjuring films and had outgrown the role, and that by the time production commenced. But Jerns did play Judy again 2 years later in The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Their werewolf is noted as a hellhound by Ed and Lorraine, and like the French legend of La Bête du... Yeah, I don't know. I tried. As a monstrous werewolf appearing out of encroaching night fog, and that is responsible for the death of many local livestock, displayed with the butchering of a Warren hen. The Annabelle doll has made an appearance in 2 DC comic movies, Aquaman and Shazam. In return, some DC comic books like...
remember that.
I'm middle sons here. In return, some DC comic books like issues of the Demon and Swamp Thing appear in this movie. Also note that when Lorraine picks up the mourner's bracelet at the end, the cylindrical artifact standing next to it is the Atlantean holographic key from Aquaman.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Samara Lee and Lulu Safran are the only returning cast members from Annabelle Creation, where Lee reprises her role as Bee, while Safran appears as a new character. This marks the first time the Warrens are featured in a film without the Conjuring title. The Occult Museum television shows events that take place exactly 30 seconds away display with Daniela. Huh. So they're saying that real TV shows 30 seconds into the future.
Interesting.
The room in the Warrens' home where Daniela finds the keys to the artifact room is the same room where Valak... Yeah, we know that.
That was McKenna's birthday, the day it got released.
Oh, yeah. This is the second film that Vera Farmiga stars in to feature the song Baby Blue by Badfinger. The first film was The Departed. Judy states that coins were placed on a dead person's eyes to pay the ferryman, i.e., the guardian who helps souls cross to the other side. But this was not a custom in Christian culture. The coins were placed on the eyes to keep them closed, as contrary to what is shown in movies, a corpse's eyes do not stay closed until rigor mortis has passed.
That's true.
Huh.
That's why they glue them.
Yeah, I guess they do glue 'em. Well, that pretty much wraps up the fun facts. Not a lot there. I thought they'd have a little more. That's alright. Well,
it was a cool movie.
It was. That was Annabelle Comes Home. Maybe because we didn't have all the videos and pictures like we
That
did. Because I
could
kind of
be,
wrapped it all
right.
up into a movie now.
Yes.
We'll see. But it helps out both sides. Let us know if you like the picture. It looks a little clearer to me today. We're starting the Wall of Fame. Right there. That's Jim and Bonjo holding their trophy, and then Lexi and Joey, right? Joey.
Yes.
Yeah, Joey. I kept calling him Johnny. I even wrote Johnny on the email, whatever. But we're going to do some redecorating, because I think my Freddy sign needs the headlight up there, I think. So we'll see. But, you got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else.
All right, good. That's all I got for you today at HalloweenHaunts365.com, the podcast, where every day is haunt season. Bye.
Bye.